Hello, beautiful souls. Wow, it's been a wild couple of days. My son turned 18, so there was all of this stuff coming up regarding parental conditioning, programming. So I spent a little bit of time working through all of that, and it's interesting being, on my own awakening journey. And then taking what I'm learning for myself and for the world in general, and then applying that to what I know about my children being souls, right? They're here playing the role of my child right now. And they believe they are. And I believe they are. But we all know that it is just that. It is just a role that we're playing. Anyway, trippy. And so to try and do all of this in the most conscious way possible, as I'm learning for myself and then trying to apply that into my life in a grander, wider way, and that is having to do with parenting especially. And I do a good job sometimes, and I am not doing a great job other times. And you know what? I'm giving myself grace because I'm changing. I'm changing all this. I am not raising my kids in an unconscious way anymore. So kudos for me. So that's the first part. I think I might stop this video after I get done with this part. But yeah, the conscious parenting aspect, right? It's like when you know that your kids are going to make mistakes, because everybody does, right? But it's that slippery slope of being in between. They're going to make mistakes, and you're responsible for them because that's what society believes, that you are responsible as their parent. And so it puts you in this very strange position of not, it's like, no, you need to let them do this. I don't know. If you're a parent, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Because we cannot take on their learning. Those parents that have been helicoptering parents, right? That you can't take that on. You can't take on these lessons for them. They are their soul lessons. That is what they came here to do. We can't do any of that for them. We can help guide them, but all of those realizations, revelations, epiphanies, whatever you want to call them, they need to come from within them. So I don't know how many times I'm like, well, have you thought, what about this? And I'll put out a food for thought. But I can't make them change their mind. I can't help them shift their perspective necessarily. That needs to come from within them. I can show them how I do it. I can offer suggestions. But it's all them. It's all them. Conscious parenting, this is hard. Especially, I have kids that have all been labeled ADHD or ADD. And so we all have trouble with focus. We all have trouble with impulsivity. We all have, executive functioning challenges. And so we're all trying to work through those things. We all embody those things in a different way and have our own each unique challenge as far as executive functioning goes. But man, having a kid turn 18, I mean, we've been talking a lot about respect. And this is not anything new. I mean, like I told my kids, I said, I want to have a connection with you all throughout your childhood so that when you turn 18, you know, it's like setting up your whole childhood for the day that you turn 18 for you to want to come back, for you to want to be here, for you to want to, you know, have a build a good relationship based on love and mutual respect. You know, I tell my kids, I'm like, there's a lot of people, you know, they turn 18 and they just move out, move on. I need my freedom. And I understand that. But as we become more conscious, we can see that we don't need to try to dominate our kids. We don't need to try to control them. And trying to control them, it's just an outward expression of the lack of control, or it's outward expression of the chaos that we feel inside. So we're reaching out to try to control, even with our kids. So if you're a parent, I would definitely recommend having these conversations starting when they're really young. That, hey, you know, we don't treat each other like that because we love and respect each other. And that's what, I mean, or do we? What does that look like to love and respect somebody? And have these conversations with your kids when they're young. But this thing of letting go of the idea that I need to control my kids, I've been undertaking that for a while. And I have a lot of external influences that are trying to push me to control. Prison guard, I call it. Right? My kids are not inmates. And I'm not going to be the prison guard. I can guide them. That's what I mean, I feel so strongly. And this is, you know, one of these things where I'm glad I'm in tune with my own inner guidance, because I'm here to guide. I'm like a travel guide. Welcome to Earth, and I am going to help you through this as best I can. I am not a prison guard. My kids are not in prison. They are not inmates. Food for thought, y'all. So I'm having a whole bunch of different things like this come in, and so I'm going to post some different videos about all this. And I don't have an outline or anything, so it just is going to be as organic as it'll be. And anyway, so there's my 2 bits on conscious parenting. And trust me when I say I am trying so hard to work on boundaries with my kids. And I have come a long way towards that, and I still have more. I still have work to do there. But man, you know, from being the one that just did everything I was told from my spouse to now running my own house and trying to help my kids on their journeys and still trying to help them hold themselves accountable, which is what I'm trying to do. It's a big shift, but we can do it. We can do it. I love you guys.